Good evening, everybody. So today I wanted to talk to you about the 8 signs or reasons why the narcissist can't love you. So let's jump in. The first reason why they can't love you is because they have no respect for you. And if they can't respect you, then it's impossible for them to be able to love you. They only have respect for themselves, which in a lot of ways they don't even respect themselves by the way that they think and the way that they actually treat themselves, because as much as they will use us, they actually get used themselves, and they know it. They know they're being used, and they're kind of okay with it. I think that once you get caught up in an addiction and chasing an addiction or running from yourself, you are going to be susceptible to allowing yourself to become used as well. And that just has that's the ability of lack of respect. When you're being used and allowing yourself to be used, you can't love yourself. So they have no respect for you. Number two is that they look at you as an object. They want you to be ready and prepped whenever they want you, and whenever they don't want you, they will be with whoever else or wherever else they want to be, because they don't value you outside of what you can do for them. So if they're not looking for that need to be supplied, and they have an infatuation over here, or they're wanting to fulfill some other need today, they will do it, and you'll just have to suffer. And the consequences are, in their mind, they don't care. They always feel like you'll be there for them. That's why when you're not, at some point in time, when you wake up and decide to take your power back, to energize yourself with your own fuel, to do good things and to grow, to elevate above wherever you were or wherever that they have put you and you allowed them to put you, then that's when they scratch their head, shake their head. That's when they have regret. That's when they have depression, anxiety sometimes. And sometimes they even get not just the infatuation from the love bomb, but that starts to regenerate in them, because then they get into an obsession. If they can't get you back and you were that primary supply that did everything for them and set them on solid ground and made them look whole, look like humanity. You gave them that energy, that fuel to wear on their mask every day. That good, y'all. So number three is they manipulate. They manipulate you every day, all the time. They try to knock you down if you're advancing in your career, advancing in the gym, advancing in friendships, in hobbies, in trying to grow the relationship with them, or just befriending somebody. They may get jealous. They're always going to manipulate, and they are master manipulators. Their whole idea is to keep you on the lowest vibration level, to keep you in the worst form possible, and so out of their abandonment issues, that they will always have you. And the ones that they need the most are the ones that they destroy the hardest and knock the furthest down. That's why sometimes you'll hear people say, why does the narcissist treat everybody else around them wonderful, but not me? I'm their person. I'm supposed to be their number one. Well, it's because they need you the most. They need you the most, so they gotta make you seem insignificant, make you seem like you're nobody, and chip away at your self-esteem and your self-worth and your value. And if they can eventually gaslight you enough, and convincing yourself that that is truly who you are and what you represent, then they know that when they discard you, you won't have any self-esteem to go out there and get anybody else, and you won't have any courage to get out of that funk they put you in. We call it the sunken place. So next is they have no empathy. If you have no empathy, they can't love you. They can't care about you. They can't have any of the fruits of the Spirit spoken of in the Bible, in God's Word. And if you can't have any of those key elements, or if you don't have love, they're all connected. They all tether off from love. And that's why they have this evil construct, because once they kicked out love, once they laid down love, once they put love to death, they're tethered off of hate and fear. And so everything off of fear and hate is going to be tethered. Everything that tethers off from that is going to align with the enemy spoken of in the word. The next sign that the narcissist can't love you is the abusive nature that they have towards you. They talk behind your back. They set you up for destruction. They manipulate, gaslight, lie, cheat, and pathologically lie, cheat, and steal from you. They take your time. They're time wasters. And they never do anything to essentiate you. They never give. They're always takers. They never have equal reciprocity. They're not ever fair. They're not even close to fair. If you put 100% of your fuel in, they will give you 5. The next sign that the narcissist can't love you is because they can never put you first. Somebody that loves you and cares about you, generally speaking, will put you first in most things when they're talking about something they're doing with you and them included, because you want to put and present that other person first the way that you would want to be treated. A man with his love partner, he's gonna think of her first. You're willing to sacrifice because you love them, you care for them, and you show your appreciation by treating an individual like you would want to be treated. The narcissist can never do that. They're upset when you're sick because you can't supply for them. It's ridiculous. The next sign is how they punish you. The narcissist will punish you every day, and they never forgive. They never heal from anything. They never process anything. But what they do want to do is their ego and their self-esteem, it doesn't take a whole lot for you to hit them where it hurts. And they're very sensitive, because when you're faking all the time and you're a shell of a human, then you're going to be very sensitive because you're vulnerable to being hurt. And they know that because there's nothing in there. So that's why they always protect it with rage or silent treatment, because those are the 2 best measures that they could do, or the triangulation and trying to get you jealous. You know, these are things that they do to protect themselves from the increasing vulnerability and sensitivity that they have about being injured, because there's nothing in there. But they'll punish you for the same topic of discussion or conversation where you might have hurt their feelings by telling them maybe even the truth about a situation that they don't want to deal with, that it injured them, and they never can forgive and forget. And a lot of times you were right on addressing the situation. They just can't accept anything when you're perfect all the time and you're feeling like you're in idol or God status, then everybody else and everything else is going to be below you and subservient. That's the way they feel. The next sign, the last sign that the narcissist can't love you, is they have no gratitude. You can give them love and love them more and more and do more for them, and that's what they try to get you to do. Run on that hamster wheel faster and faster to try to prove yourself, to try to get them, because you have in your mind an idea that you have the thoughts that they must have an idea in their mind of, you know, they have the wrong impression of who I am. You know, and that's kind of what runs through your mind. And so you get on this hamster wheel and you're running faster and faster. You want to prove to them because you just got out of, say, in the first stage, you got love bombed. It was great. And then you got devalued and discarded real quick. And now there's triangulation going on between you and maybe their ex, or you and some other future. And now, you know, you feel like, you know, what can I do to prove to them that I'm an alpha or something, you know? So this is kind of how triangulation works. They get you jealous when you've never really been jealous, because they get you competing and you've never competed. You know, when you're trying to date somebody, you're not going to be in competition against somebody else to see who's better. And they take the better of the two. That's so trashy. So they can't ever have any gratitude for anything. The more you do for a narcissist, the less they're going to like you. That's how bad it is. They're opposite of humanity. The more you love them, the more you pour into them, the more they hate you. And I mean, another sign is that you have a lot of beautiful gifts. You have a lot of talents. You have a lot of good energy, and people like that about you because you're helpful and you don't require, you know, anything in exchange for that. You do it out of the goodness of your heart. But the narcissist, they get jealous of that, and that's what turns them into trying to destroy you after they're infatuated, and they can't become what you are. They can't learn it. They can't generate it from the inside themselves because there's nothing in there. So then they want to steal it. So they got to break you down to their level. So once they get on your level, then you're at that narc vibration. They pull you down to that level. They're sucking off you like a black hole. And once they get you on that level, then they can hit you with witchcraft. A lot of times they can, when you're on their vibration, you're on abusive vibration. This is a vibration where you find people that are, trained killers and stuff. The evil people of the streets, they're on this narc level too. And that's why people say it's dangerous to stay on this narc level, because this is what you get. This is what attracts to you, and you attract to when you're on that level. You are on the vibration of what a narcissist is on. So you're living on that plane, that plateau. It's really a plane. And so anybody that you meet, anybody that you want to date is going to come off of that plane. It's very uncommon for you to meet somebody that's elevated on a different plane when you're on this plane. That's why when you meet the narcissist, they have to fake it to come up to you. They have to steal a lot of energy off their past supply to get that fuel level of your plane, so that they can meet with you and mirror you. And then when they start mirroring you, then they're taking your energy. Okay? But then they bring you down to here, and then they step on you, and then they perform witchcraft on you. And then before you know it, you're subservient to them, and you're running after them, chasing them for all their needs, and wanting them to come back, because they put you in such a defunct, devalued state that you can't, you feel like you've been destroyed. And that's where they like to keep you. And that's why when people say they can't find a partner that's not abusive, it's because when you heal from narcissistic abuse, you elevate back up to a different vibration. When you're on this vibration versus this vibration, when you're on this vibration, that vibration comes to you, the evil vibration. When you're on this vibration, you're going to get this plane of people coming to you. So you'll meet a love partner that's not abusive. But everybody on that level of energy is going to be an abuser. It's an abusive vibration. And that's why pride comes before the fall, because on the vibration chart, they start in shame every day, and they can never get past pride to courage, where they can deal with their issues inside and heal. They can never get to above a 180 on the vibration chart. So they get to pride, they get pompous with your fuel that you've been pouring into them, and then they discard you thinking they did it without you. They got to that level without you. When you found them, they were in the trash. They were trash. I mean, their fuel level was trashed. They came in vulnerable, and you built them up, and then they say in their mind that they did all this, and then they discard you, and then they go right back down to shame. Pride comes for the fall. They can never get to courage. They go from shame to pride and then fall back down to shame, and that's when they hoover you, when they get down to that shame level. And it's also built into the construct so that you have time to heal and to regenerate your fuel back up, so they can come back and suck it off you again. So if you can give me a like, a subscription, a thumbs up. Tomorrow I'm going to try to put out a good high quality video. Love y'all. Peace. We out.